My vocal. My vocal is okay. छोटी सी ये जिंदगानी रे चार दिन की जवान. That's okay? Good sound. Krish. I see you're smiling, Krish. It means you heard me.
Sound check one, checking for sound one. 1, 2, sound check 1, 2.
Eh?
1, 2, 3. Sound check. This is a sound check, checking for sound. 1, 2, sound check. Thank you.
Oh, yeah. You're going to tell them to join, right? And as soon as they join, Vishnu is going to play them here. I'm giving you a signal. Once I do- Yeah, okay. Yeah, let him, Vish, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. Okay, I'm sure you will hear this piece of music again. Just to tell you that we are trying to make contact with the radio station so that we can go live from the beginning. We have some time because they've given us until 3 o'clock broadcast time. So we have a lot of time here, and I think we are now live, Mr. Vishnu Chunilal. We're now live on Heritage Radio 101.7 FM. So let's get the music of Vishnu Chunilal. Ever since we started this series, I've been trying to get this piece of music played. It is from the movie Bees Saal Baad. I first heard it in the 60s from Devdutt Ramalagan as a theme for his Naya Sandesh Orchestra, and it was a fact a bad piece of music by Vishnu Chunilal and Amir. So give it up for these two musicians who are on stage. Now Vishnu has taken up residence in Felicity, close to where our technical operator director today, Vishram Hobbs Jagisa, resides with his family and a lot of cats. Don't ask me why, but he's got a whole lot of cats living with him, and he tells me these are strays that would normally come. They heard of him on the radio, so they try to find Vishram where he lives, and he takes care of these cats. Good afternoon, and welcome to the final episode of Gana Yatra, coming to you live on Heritage Radio 101.7 FM. We are at the newly commissioned ranch at Goodman Trace in Penal, and our hosts today constitute a bunch of kind-hearted and culturally minded retired energy sector workers. So I want you to put your hands together, every one of us, to welcome Govindra Rupnarayan. Govindra Rupnarayan is a former member of parliament for the Siparia constituency. So in that era, he would have been responsible for this area where we are. I remembered in 2007, his successor was named head of the women's arm of a political party. Well, Govind, might I tell you, is now the master hand in the group's Rummy Club. His deputy here is Jiwan Prasad. So let's hear it for Jiwan Prasad. Now, I'm sure all of us would be familiar with the name Anthony Bourdain. Anthony Bourdain was a master chef with CNN, and the Tony Bourdain of these parts is a retired Deputy Comptroller of Customs and Excise, Suraj Devnarayan Singh. And his sous chef is Jai Ramlal. Selwyn Bridgelal, who is not yet here, is the Kaskadu expert, and Sanatan Santos Prasad, might I tell you, makes a mean smoke herring dumpling. He also plays the tassa and the keyboard. In these guys, we have the most hospitable individuals I have met, and they deserve a round of applause. We are under the tents, and needless to tell you, it's the midday sun, and therefore it will provide a little heat for us. So I would like, as we go along, to thank our corporate sponsors, T.N. Ramnath and Company Limited of Timal Trace, which is just up the road, REM Marketing Limited of Lachus Road in Penal, Nationwide Customs Brokerage of Batu Lands in Marabella, the Bolton Screw Warehouse Limited of Bagrati Trace in Penal, Sona's Jewelry of Penal, and Shaguanas and Digicel, the nation's #1 internet provider, and they're here setting up their colorful tent to the east or the south of us. So in addition to the names I've called, we've got some other sponsors who came in very, very late, a sign of their conviction and commitment to the cultural evolution of Trinidad and Tobago. K&S Powerlink Electrical Sales and Services of 217 Komoto Road, Barrackpore. They specialize in domestic, commercial, and industrial services. And the contact there is Ainsley at 316-1274. Ken Ramnarayan, Auto Supplies and Tent Rentals, 357-0588. They are at 447 Rochard Douglas Road in Barrackpore. Manish Samaru, for all your aggregate products, sand, gravel, boulders, 451 Rochard Douglas Road, Barrackpore. Contacts 682-5074, 313-5501. And I saw a note here at the end of Manish Samaru's information. Say hello to his lovely wife, Hema, and children, Karina and Selena. Let's give these corporate sponsors a round of applause. As I walked into the venue, Santo sent me a little note with some other names that I will acknowledge as we go along. But I want us, all of us, to let the people who are listening and viewing on Facebook and YouTube to know that we are here in our energy and in our spirits. And when you hear energy and you hear spirits, especially if you're thinking in terms of entertainment from Pinal, San Francisco, Charlo Junction, there's no other person who could beat the lady who calls on Mr. Bisesa. And who is that lady? Ladies and gentlemen, on Heritage Radio 101.7 Gana Yatra, please welcome Drupatee Ramgoonai.
Check 1 2. Check 1 2 1 2. Thank you. You might be hearing me singing a little hoarse, it's okay.
ना जाने तुम कब आओगे, सुहानी रात ढल चुकी, ना जाने तुम कब आओगे। जहाँ भी रुत बदल चुकी, ना जाने तुम कब आओगे, सुहानी रात ढल चुकी, ना जाने तुम कब आओगे। देखा के सो गई सितारे, अपनी रोशनी लुटा लुटा के सो गए। हर एक शम्मा जल चुकी, ना जाने तुम कब आओगे, सुहानी रात ढल चुके, ना जाने तुम कब आओगे। तड़प रही है हम यहाँ, तड़प रही है हम यहाँ, तुम्हारे इंतजार में, तुम्हारे इंतजार में। फिजा का रंग आ चला है मौसमे बहार में, फिजा का रंग आ चला है मौसमे बहार में, मौसमे बहार में। हवा भी रुख बदल चुकी, ना जाने तुम कब आओगे, सुहानी रात ढल चुकी, ना जाने तुम कब आओगे, सुहानी रात ढल चुकी, ना जाने तुम कब आओगे, ना जाने तुम कब आओगे, ना जाने तुम कब आओगे।
Thank you, thank you.
मोहनी की मुरलिया बाजे, ओ पिया परदेस सिधारे रहे न दिन वो अपने लुटी पहाड़े सावन बीता टूट गए वो सपने जब से पिया परदेस सिधारे रहे न दिन वो अपने हाय बिरहा के बादल काले हो छाया घोर अंधेरा मोरे आगे मोहन की मुरलिया बाजे हो सुनते सजिया पे मोरे लागे Check it, check it.
Thank you. Stage shaken, man.
पिया ना आवेगा पिया ना आवेगा सावन के सावन के महीनवा में डर लागे पिया ना आवेगा सावन के महीनवा में डर लागे पिया ना आवेगा 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 सावन के अरे सावन के महीनवा में डर लागे पिया ना आवेगा सावन के महीनवा में डर लागे पिया ना आवेगा सासू के बंगला ससुर वो छवावे 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 हमरी आहा हमरी ओहो हमरी 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 चौपड़िया छुवन लागे पिया ना आवेगा हमरी चौपड़िया छुवन लागे पिया ना आवेगा 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 सावन के महलवा में डर लागे पिया ना आवेगा सावन के महलवा में डर लागे पिया ना आवेगा देवनिया के बंगला देवरवा छवावे 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 हमरी आहा हमरी ओहो हमरी 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 चौपड़िया छुवन लागे पिया ना आवेगा हमरी चौपड़िया छुवन लागे पिया ना आवेगा
So we're going to hold the tassa for a little while because we have a call that's coming through and I want to entertain this call. On my phone, I see Rudy Sigolan is reaching us out of Mississauga. Good afternoon and welcome.
Hello, Mr. Gideon. How are you, sir?
I am doing well, and with that kind of performance, I'm doing extra well.
Oh, my, sure, man. Okay, I'm calling in from Mississauga in Canada, listening to your live broadcast from Goodman Trace in Pinal. I want to say, sir, that hello to all the camp fraternity and all the guests present today at this special hello to Mr. Manohar Ramsaran, my presentation college Shogunas classmate, and also to his Dharam Patni, Miss Amina. Amina, my sister Jenny, who worked with you together in Treasury, was so excited when I told her this morning. I'm sure she's tuning. Okay, I'm also enjoying every minute of this live broadcast. The talent is so rich and entertaining, but I am not surprised because where you are is like the home of Indian culture in Trinidad. As you know, Gideon, here in Toronto, we have lots of Trini, Guyanese, Surinamese, and Asian talent, but it is always more palatable when it comes from your your Janma Bhumi, okay? And I would like to take this opportunity to extend the first birthday greetings to my 2 of 6 loving grandkids. Veda's birthday was last May 20th, she turned 1, and yesterday my little master, Austin, turned 1. And that's May 27th. Special congrats, to my Darubhai, or my Sarubhai, Mats, who only 1 hour ago swore in as a new Canadian citizen. Okay, so hope the Goodman Trace boys made a big cook-up today using a chulha, for this special occasion. And just hearing Drupatee after a while, she sounded like, even better than before, and she's so talented, but we know her more for songs with more the chutney style, but today she showed a different side of her.
Rudy, which is the song you remember most of Drupatee?
Okay, that is the one with the roll up the tassa bisesa. Everybody always roll up for that. I'm sure Jags is roll up in the back there too.
Okay, so we're going to do that for you, especially for you and for your family and all those to whom you extended the invitation to listen to Gana Yatra.
Oh, yes, sure.
Have a great afternoon, Rudy, and thanks for calling.
Okay, and you keep up the good work there by you and your entire team, including Brother Hans. Okay? And my family, Jags.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bye.
Okay, bye. Okay.
This is jam. This is a soca tassa jam. Man, play it now. Come on.
This is for all the people who is listening to us right now. Happy arrival. Yeah.
I'm from West Havana, red hot with fever, Indian bazaar, and they jam in the soca, jam in the soca. Old man the sexa, take off in cabra, pull out the tassa, and start jam in the soca, jam in the soca. When the music sounding sweet and the crowd getting a heat, if you hear how people ball, wee wee, pieces and don't stop at all. Wee, roll up the tassa, pieces hold it down, roll up the tassa, pieces rip up the tassa, pieces wrap up the tassa, pieces hold it down. Ah boy, things warming up. the dancer, princessa. Oh, better roll up the dancer, roll up the dancer, princessa. Rip up the dancer, princessa. Rough up the dancer, princessa. Oh, better.
Princessa boy, look how you have them sweating. First time they get in this kind of soca tassa. Yes, roll it up, man.
Roll it up.
Look at Rafika. Look at Rafi. Man, everybody sweating. Wait, bust it up, bust it up.
Not even power. Who say alawa? Coulda better. Jamming the soca, jamming the soca. Ali and Mustafa, Ramesh and Sukda. Hold on, Radhika, and they jamming the soca, jamming the soca. Sita and Parvati start a song now in Hindi, but when Nani get on bad, she find the old man sick more hard. Whee! Roll up the dancer, princessa. Oh, better roll up the dancer, princessa. Rip up the dancer, princessa. Wrap up the dancer, princessa. Oh, better.
Ay, 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 look at Manani. Real get on bad, you know what?
It was past midnight, everybody tight, still no end in sight, but they jamming the soca, jamming the soca. Pandemonium rage, some climb on the stage, the young and the aged, and they jamming the soca, jamming the soca.
Yes, man. They're doing the thing.
Man, the action out of hand, with them rifles that's a band. I could tell you without fear, I can miss this back next year. Whee! Roll up the dancer, princessa. Oh, better roll up the dancer, princessa. Rip up the dancer, princessa.
Yes, man.
Rough up the dancer, princessa. Oh, better.
Rock it up, rock it up, rock it up. Yes, yes.
Thank you very much.
Wow, put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen, for Drupatee Ramgoonai. I must tell you something. You know, we have in our presence here the Reverend Ralph Umrao, and he's been listening quietly, looking on, applauding when necessary. But with this particular song, Ralph Umrao seemed to have been ready to dance. Well, I am not surprised because we have a caller from Miramar in Florida who heard the song and called. We'd like to welcome to Gana Yatra, Pam Medford. Good afternoon and welcome.
Hi, Gideon. You have a wonderful program going on there.
Yes,
It's
indeed.
amazing. It's amazing to listen to those kind of music. I haven't heard them in a long time.
Well,
And it's
I must tell you that you are at the home of where this takes place.
yes, it's beautiful music. It's so nice to hear it again. And Indian Arrival Day is on Monday, and happy Indian Arrival to everybody in Trinidad. I know everybody's excited. It's a holiday, and I know they're going to have a great time. And this program, I hope everybody's listening because it's really a nice program, I must say.
Well,
Roger.
not only can you hear it on 1017tt.com, but you can look at it on YouTube
looking
and
at
on Facebook.
I am looking at it right now.
Okay.
But I'm sorry, Roger, not here to see it. He's gone to the airport to pick up his son.
All right. So you enjoy the rest of this show.
Thank you, Gideon.
And,
Thank you for doing such a wonderful job, and all those wonderful singers and the people there. I hope they have a wonderful and amazing holiday. Happy Indian arrival to everyone there.
Thank you
And to
very
you
much,
and
Pam.
the family.
Thank you very much, Pam.
I continue to listen and look.
All right, good. Okay, so we have. I want you to give a lovely penal welcome to Jamal Charles and Nicholas Nelson of Digicel. And I'll tell you something. Digicel is doing a lot of work in the communities of Debe and Pinal. We'll tell you more about it later on. They've got some giveaways. It's a segment that we will have later on in the show where we ask a question, you answer it correctly, and you get a little gift from Digicel. They're not giving out phones. Not giving out phones, at least not today. Not even a connection, but a memorabilia. And we will tell you more about that as we go along. I want to acknowledge, before we bring on the next performer, Chakra Enterprises Limited is one of our corporate sponsors. Shastri Roop Prasad, who's the managing director. They do CCTV and alarm systems, fire intrusion systems, home automation systems, remote gates, and gate fabrication. And let me see if I can share a contact for you. 610 1347 289 09 or 0096. And of course, we've also had the good fortune of partnering with us today, Vijay Contracting of Carrot Hill, 727-8670, Singh's Auto Clinic of Rochard Douglas Road, 740-6437. And I was told the guys in the shop who are working are also listening to the program, Reno, Pau, Rafik, and all the other guys. And, of course, Pritam's Bar in Rochard Douglas Road. That's the place where 3 of the guys from here went to that bar, and they were having such a wonderful time and told me that 5 times on my phone. It was so great a time they were having. I think they had 2 beers, and they called me 5 times. So we have some birthdays we're going to be announcing in a little bit from now. But I want to go back to the entertainment, and I want to tell you we've got a lot of great talent here at this Gana Yatra, this final episode of Gana Yatra. From Monkey Town, just up the road, it's a stone's throw from here, just east of Goodman Trace. It's the place that gave to Trinidad and Tobago the father of the chutney genre, Sundar Popo. But it is also the birthplace of the distinguished Vishnu Brown, who has been at his game for over 5 decades. I want you to please give a great Goodman Trace, the ranch welcome to my dear friend, Mr. Vishnu Brown.
Thank you. Thank you so very much, Mr. Gideon Hanoomansingh. And I also want to welcome in our audience people that I have been associated for the decades you spoke about. Excellent artists. I had the opportunity, the distinguished opportunity to sing in alongside with them when music in the golden era was true music. I speak with all people like Mrs. Amina Ramsaran, Lakshman Ramdas. Where's Drupatee? She's around. She gone? Drupatee. Oh, Drupatee, we gotta sing. It's not a challenge. It's a request for to sing a duet later on. What do you think? Good, good. Sure. All right. So I'm gonna do the song. It's a song. It's a gifted song that I love to sing, and the people I have sung with times gone by cherish memories, and I will want to make mention of people like the late Kailash Kaulesa, Premchand Jagdev. You know, these guys sing these songs, you know, in the golden era of good music. Let's go. Let me just remind everyone, this program with live musicians here, unrehearsed. I'm quite sure these guys are really, really capable of delivering. I hope I don't bore you guys, the cameraman. Badi dur se aaye hain प्यार का तो फलाए हैं बड़ी दूर से आए हैं प्यार का तो फलाए हैं अपना लो या टुकड़ा दो प्यार का तो फलाए हैं बड़ी दूर से आए हैं प्यार का तो फलाए हैं जो दिलों के नाते हैं वो जोड़े नहीं जाते जो दिलों के नाते हैं वो जोड़े नहीं जाते जो लिए दो फिर जोड़े नहीं जाते ये नाते ये नाते दिल में बसाए हैं प्यार का तो फलाए हैं बड़ी दूर से आए हैं प्यार का तो फलाए हैं अनजाने लोगों में कोई साथी तो मिलेगा अनजाने लोगों में कोई साथी तो मिलेगा कोई तो होगा जो हमको समझेगा ये सपना दिल में सजाए है प्यार का तो फलाए है बड़ी दूर से आए हैं प्यार का तो फलाए है प्यार का तो फलाए है प्यार का तो फलाए Thank you. Thank you so very much. This one, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to sing is a very patriotic song that was done. So we're going to drop the tempo a little bit, just a little bit, because this program, being celebrating Indian Arrival Day, it's a song was done, taken from the movie 1956. I didn't born yet. Oh, I born before that. Right. And it's saying Ganga, where the water, where did you come from? It gives me sorrow sometime and happiness. Song goes like this. Please enjoy. Ganga, aaye kahan se? Ganga, jaye kahan re? आए कहाँ से जाए कहाँ रे लहराए पानी में जैसे धूप छारे गंगा आए कहाँ से गंगा जाए कहाँ रे लहराए ओ पानी में जैसे धूप छाओ रे गंगा आए कहाँ से गंगा जाए कहाँ रे लहराए पानी में जैसे धूप छाओ रे रात का दिन उजियारा मिल गए दोनों साए रात का दिन उजियारा मिल गए दोनों साए साजन देखो रंग रूप के कैसे फेर मिटाए रे लहराए पानी में जैसे धूप छाओ रे गंगा आए कहाँ से गंगा जाए कहाँ रे लहराए पानी में जैसे धूप छाओ रे कांच कोई माटी कोई रंग बिरंगे प्याले हो कांच कोई माटी कोई रंग बिरंगे प्याले प्यास लगे तो एक बराबर जिसमें पानी डाली रे लहराए पानी में जैसे धूप छाओ रे गंगा आए कहाँ से गंगा जाए कहाँ रे लहराए पानी में जैसे धूप छाओ रे कोई भोली कोई लाखों रूप पर चढ़े हो नाम कोई भोली कोई लाखों रूप पर चढ़े खोल के देखो प्यार किया मैं सब तेरे सब मेरे लग रहा है पानी में जैसे धूप छाओ रे गंगा आए कहाँ से गंगा जाए कहाँ रे लहराए पानी में जैसे धूप छाओ रे गंगा आए कहाँ से गंगा जाए कहाँ रे लहराए वो पानी में जैसे धूप छाओ रे गंगा आए कहाँ से गंगा जाए कहाँ रे. Thank you so very much.
Okay, so Vishnu Brown will give us another song in a little bit from now. Remember I said earlier on that we have birthdays to celebrate. So Chandra is birthday today and we decided we will celebrate it here today. Chandra Prasad, wife of G1. And Annie celebrated her birthday on Thursday. So happy belated birthday to Annie. And let me recognize some of the wives who came earlier on and were helping out. Veena is here. Veena is the wife of Mr. Santos. And Indra Rupnarayan is also in our audience. Sherry and Dave Maharaj came to our Gana Yatra program from Aripero. That is the place that gave to this country, to Trinidad and Tobago, and to the West Indies, a man called Gus Logie. Am I right? Gus Logie, that's right. So, as we continue, let me once again thank our corporate sponsors, TN Ramnath and Company Limited, REM Marketing Limited, the Bolton Screw Warehouse Limited, Sona's Jewelry Stores, Nationwide Customs Brokerage, Digicel, Expect More, Get More, Reverend Ralph Umrao, Brian Earthworks Limited of Goodman Trace, just down the road in Pinal. Round of applause for these people. So we are at the halfway mark of this program. Gana Yatra is the road show. The regular program is Golden Musical Gems that is heard every Saturday from 12 to 2 on Heritage Radio 101.7 FM. Normally you will hear me, or regularly you will hear me talk about Vishram Hops Jagesa. He's somewhere around. Jags is right there. Jags is the power behind the control board, and when things go wrong, you blame Jags. We've had a working relationship since the last century. We started at 610 Radio, and then I went to TTT. Jags remained there until they closed it down, and then we worked together at Heritage Radio, and we are still going with this Heritage Radio connection. Great friend with all the cats in Felicity. So let's continue with the lovely voice of Mr. Vishnu Brown.
Old school, this one, I'm quite sure my friends on this side all over will enjoy this. न मैं तुमसे कोई उम्मीद रखूं दिल नवाज़े की, न तुम मेरी तरफ देखो झलकन दास नजरों से. चलो एक बार फिर से अजनबी बन जाए हम दोनों, चलो एक बार फिर से अजनबी बन जाए हम दोनों, चलो एक बार। न मैं तुमसे कोई उम्मीद रंगूं दिल नवाज़े की, न तुम मेरी तरफ देखो झलक आज नजरों से, न मेरे दिल की धड़कन लड़खड़ाए मेरी बातों में, न तुम मेरी तरफ देखो झलक आज नजरों से, चलो एक बार फिर से अजनबी बन जाए हम दोनों, चलो एक बार। तारुफ रोग हो जाए उसको भूलना बेहतर, तार मुख बोझ बन जाए तो उसको तोड़ना अच्छा, वो अफसाना जिसे अंजाम तक लाना न हो मुमकिन, वो अफसाना जिसे अंजाम तक लाना न हो मुमकिन, उसी की खूबसूरत मौज देखकर छोड़ना अच्छा, चलो एक बार फिर से अजनबी बन जाए हम दोनों, चलो एक बार फिर से अजनबी बन जाए हम दोनों, चलो एक बार। Thank you so very much. And we have some lovely singers in the audience there who want to listen to you guys. Thank you so much. Mr.
All right.
Hanoomansingh.
Thank you very much, Vishnu Brown. He'll be back. He will be back. We have until 3 o'clock to provide entertainment on Gana Yatra today. And that's going to come very quickly and go very quickly because of the immense talent we have in Trinidad and Tobago, and particularly here at the ranch of Goodman Trace, established in 2017. Yes, 2017 or thereabouts. But the guys who constitute the ranch, they say, listen, we know that you've established this place as the camp, so we don't want you to shift from that at all. It will remain for us, the camp, we are the campers, but this ranch thing is a Canadian input. And the power and influence of women. Now, Nisha Jagdeep Singh, nee Prasad, is from right down the road, and she lives in Canada. She came home. This show is in honor of Nisha because it was supposed to have been tomorrow, but because she's returning to Canada tomorrow morning, we thought, why not? Let's give her a Trini send-off. And that's why we're here with Gana Yatra today. Thanks to your dad and all the friends of the ranch here. Every Saturday on Golden Musical Gems, I get a call. And the caller says, lovely music, boy, lovely music. I'm enjoying your music so much. I am with the stroller walking my grandson. And then I told him about this show, and he said, well, don't be surprised if you see me. Would you believe Gana Ramsaran is in our audience, came in from Long Island in New York, especially for this show. That is what you call conviction and commitment. Thank you, Danny. Thank you very much. And we're having another one next week. So book your ticket. Okay, if you are enjoying the sound, it's because it's coming from a real professional who is a professional teacher. He is a principal, is it? Principal of the Rock Road Hindu School, Mr. Amina Subnaik. And I think we need to acknowledge what he is doing. He's been working with us on the Gana Yatra series. His daughter is here, Karishma. Karishma has had the upbringing of the Bal Vikas tradition. So we can only expect from Karishma excellence. And might I say, there was a little bartering that took place for Karishma to come here. Her boss said, I will allow her time off because she works at Mohammed Bookstores just down the road here next to Sona's Jewelry, and said to Amar, I will allow Karishma time off to share her talent with those who are there on the radio, on YouTube, and on Facebook, on condition that you say we gave her the time off. So Mohammed Bookstores, thank you very much for allowing us the pleasure and the honor of having Karishma Subnaik.
Good evening, everyone. I'd like to thank Mr. Gideon Hanoomansingh for allowing me the pleasure of performing in this. And I'd like to say thank you to Auntie Drupatee and Uncle Vishnu Brown for performing, because it was truly a pleasure in hearing you all perform again. And on that note, happy Indian Arrival Day. मैंने पायल है चनकाई, अब तो आजा तू हर जाई. मैंने पायल है चनकाई, अब तो आजा तू हर जाई. मेरी सांसों में तू है बसा, ओ सजना आ जाने अबे तरसा, ओ सजना आ जाने अबे तरसा. मैंने पायल है चनकाई, अब तो आजा तू हर जाई. मैंने पायल है चनकाई, अब तो आजा तू हर जाई. मेरी सांसों में तू है बसा, ओ सजना आ जाने अबे तरसा, ओ सजना आ जाने अबे तरसा. चली जब ये पुरवाई, बजे दिल में शहनाई, तू ही मेरी सपनों का ओ सजना. चली जब ये पुरवाई, बजे दिल में शहनाई, तू ही मेरी सपनों का ओ सजना. मैंने चुनरी है लहराई, अब तो आजा तू हर जाई. मैंने चुनरी है लहराई, अब तो आजा तू हर जाई. मेरी
Go ahead. Okay, okay. Come on, I think we can do much better for Karishma Subnaik. And I want us to put our hands together for the musicians. Excellent job by Vishnu and Amir. So let's go to Karishma once again.
शाम सुंदर घगेरी उतावे हमारी गली मूंगे की माला शाम सुंदर घगेरी उतावे हमारी गली मूंगे की माला मूंगी की माला मूंगी की माला मूंगी की माला मूंगी की माला शाम सुंदर घगेरी उतावे हमारी गली मूंगे की माला शाम सुंदर घगेरी उतावे हमारी गली मूंगे की माला बलमा उतावे महिला दो महिला बलमा उतावे महिला दो महिला बलमा उतावे महिला दो महिला दिवराऊ थावे से वाला हमारी गले मूंगे के माला दिवराऊ थावे से वाला हमारी गले मूंगे के माला मूंगे की माला मूंगे की माला मूंगे की माला मूंगे की माला शाम सुंदर घगेरी उठावी हमारी गले मूंगे की माला ससुरूतावी महिला दो महिला ससुरूतावी महिला दो महिला ससुरूतावी महिला दो महिला बलमाऊ थावी से वाला हमारी गले मूंगे की माला बलमाऊ थावी से वाला हमारी गले मूंगे की माला 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 शाम सुंदर घगेरी उतावे हमारी गली मूंगे की माला शाम सुंदर घगेरी उतावे हमारी गली मूंगे की माला शाम सुंदर घगेरी उतावे हमारी गली मूंगे की माला
Wow, with this kind of energy, we will be here for the rest of this day. Okay, thank you so much, Karishma Subnaik, and I can see you've had the benefit of that Bal Vikas training and your father watching over your every move in terms of how you progress. So once again, I would like to thank all the corporate sponsors, those people who've contributed to what is happening here today. Please allow me to recognize once again KNS Powerlink Electrical Sales and Services, Ken Ramnarayan Auto Supplies and Tent Rentals, Manish Samaru, and they are the aggregate specialists of Roshad Douglas Road in Barrackpore. And of course, Vijay Contracting, Singh's Auto Clinic, Pritam's Bar, Bry and Earthworks Limited of just down the road, Goodman Trace, and Chakra Enterprises Limited, the specialists in IT products. So, Amina Ramsaran is our next performer. And when I spoke with her, she was so excited to come here and to reacquaint herself with the people of Pinal, especially this group, because her husband, Manohar Ramsaran, is very familiar with Suraj Devnarayan Singh. In fact, they worked together at the customs for many, many years. Ram has been a cricketer. I am scared to say Ram has retired from cricketer, because I think more than anything else, Ram loves cricket. And already Ram got an overseas greeting from Rudy Sigolam. So the world knows that Manohar Ramsaran is here. But his wife, Amina Ramsaran, who will take the stage next, wants to dedicate a song to her husband. This is a song, not Tumhi Meri Mandir. That's their life. Their life is Tumhi Meri Mandir. But she wants to dedicate a song from Tower House for her husband Manohar. Please welcome Amina Ramsaran.
एक
yes, I dedicated this one to my husband. He liked the song from ever since. We used to rock in the hammock, and I used to sing songs for him, and this was one of his favorite songs that I used to sing. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed it, Ram. Thank you. So, as we know, Indian Arrival Day is on Monday next week, and it reminds us of all the sacrifices that our forefathers in India made for us, because it's from them that we learned everything. We learned dharma, we learned the way of life, we learned our culture, everything from them in India. And then we have to be grateful for those who came here to Trinidad, and it was very, very, very difficult for them. We would never dream of what they had to go through, but they endured. We are a people like that. We would take lemon and make lemonade, and more than that. So they came here and they really, really built themselves. They endured the sacrifice, and we are the products of their sacrifice. So we have to be ever so grateful to them. We can't even put it in words. But you know what we can do? We can say prayers for them. And whenever we meditate, they get the benefit. So they always are receiving our gratitude and our praise. So I want all of you here to remember them when you are praying. It goes straight to them. So I'll sing this song here that Lata Mangeshwar sang in honor of the Indian Arrival Day and the sacrifices people in India made. This is one of the most patriotic song, the most popular patriotic song. Everybody knows this song, and you all can sing along too. स्वाभिमानी जो शहीद हुए हैं उनकी जरा याद करो कुर्बानी ऐ मेरे वतन के लोग जरा आँख में भरे लो पानी जो शहीद हुए हैं उनकी जरा याद करो कुर्बानी जय हिंद की सेना जय हिंद की सेना जय हिंद जय हिंद जय हिंद Thank you very much. Thank you. So we are now kind of you'll get some more up-tempo songs just now, but my ones touch your heart, not your hips.
So
this-
before Amina continues, and I don't know what is in front of her, but I have been promoting Amina Ramsaran coming to Pinal to sing a particular song. And I hope that's the song that's coming up in a little bit. So she mentions the purpose of us getting together. Yes, we recognize May 30th as a public holiday proclaimed by the state, but we celebrate the indomitable spirit of our ancestors who braved the treacherous Kalapani to come here as indentured workers in search of a better life. And in the process, they created for us opportunities for growth and development. We must never forget that this land belongs to the collective us, because it's our Janma Bhumi, just like it is the birthplace of others who came before and even after. When the Fatal Razak docked in Port of Spain 177 years ago, its contingent of human cargo consisted 224 agents of transformation. They were the flag bearers, and they were the torch bearers of what we are, what we have become. In the passage of time, and as a product of the Gorakhpuri ancestry, I thank God every day that we are here in this land of ours, troubled by human imperfections, yet blessed with an abundance of multiple talents. In a little bit from now, we will present Govindra Rupnarayan, who will have a message for us. But the song that I was talking about by Amina Ramsaran, and I hope that's the song that she is going to do with Vishnu and Amir, it is the Krishna Bhajan, which became very, very popular when it was first heard in Trinidad and Tobago, not from the original singer Mohammed Rafi, but a man by the name of Mayuddin Akbar Ali. And after Mayuddin Akbar Ali sang the song, then we heard it from Lalchand Rafi Singh, from Sukhdev Jakdev, from Premchand Jakdev, from Kailash Kaulesa, and from so many other male singers in Trinidad and Tobago. Amina Ramsaran is the first and only female of whom I know who sings Sona Sona Lage.
Thank you very much, Gideon. And this one, of course, I'd like to dedicate to Govindra. Yes, you are the mother of this song because you asked me to sing it. का धाम गोकुल को छोड़ चले रे घनश्याम सुना सुना लागे बिरज का धाम गोकुल को छोड़ चले रे Thank you.
बीरज का धाम गोकुल को छोड़ चले रे घनश्याम सोना सोना लागे बीरज का धाम गोकुल को छोड़ चले रे घनश्याम.
Hey, that was good.
Thank you so much, Amina Ramsaran. Thank you, and I'm sure we will have you back here to continue with your wonderful singing on Gana Yatra live from the ranch Goodman Trace in Penal on Heritage Radio 101.7 FM with the very best wishes of quite a number of kind corporate sponsors whose names we will mention as we go along. Now, Digicel is here. Digicel is playing a significant role in what we are doing here today, communicating the talent and the culture to the rest of Trinidad and Tobago. And from what you would have witnessed earlier on with calls from Canada and the United States, we are being heard and seen in so many different parts of the world. And we thank those who are watching us, those who are listening, and also to recognize all those who are here with us in support of this Gana Yatra program. So Digicel wants to give away a few trinkets, very few, as I said, not a connectivity gift, not a phone, but something that will remind you of Digicel's presence. Its presence is more than just the little gifts that they're giving out, because they're working with the communities of Penal Debe to be able to provide better connection on your internet and on your TV and so on, so that you can enjoy the service that Digicel offers. Now, there is a question that I would like to pose to you. Whoever answers it correctly will get the first little gift. In what year was Digicel awarded the speediest network? In what year was Digicel awarded the speediest network? Can anybody answer that question? All right, you've got to read up on Digicel. When you engage them to come to your homes and to provide the service, you can ask them that question. But let me ask you one that you will know. How many indentured immigrants arrived on the Fatal Razak when it docked here 177 years ago on May 30th? How many indentured immigrants disembarked the Fatal Razak on May 30th, 1845? Can anybody answer that question? 224. So, G1, may I ask you to please come? Come, G1, come. Not to talk, not to sing, but maybe to dance. So I want you to take one of these little gifts. Thank you very much. Take one of these little gifts and pass it on to Mr. Santos. This is not arranged. He's a member of the camp. It's not arranged, so he's getting a gift. He's getting a gift to allow him to write down some notes. Yes. Thank you very much. G1, thank you very much, Santos. Now, the ranch would like to welcome a new member in Sanjay Gulja. Is Sanjay Gulja around? Sanjay Gulja. Is Sanjay Gulja anywhere? No, he's not here, but I'm told that he's the newest member of the ranch, and his wife Matti is also very, very supportive. Let me give you a little background to the gentleman who is standing here. I'm not going to read his bio data, but I'm going to say to you that Jiwan Prasad, Suraj Devnarayan and Jai attended the very first Gana Yatra at the Ramsubags in Rochard Road. And what they saw there resulted in today's event here at Goodman Trace. Incidentally, today the Ramsubags are celebrating their mother's 86th birthday with a satsang. And we here at Gana Yatra at the ranch in Goodman Trace would like to extend and convey our heartiest congratulations to Mrs. Rajday Ramsubhag. And if Meena was still at the microphone, I would have asked her to sing a verse of that birthday song, but there are others who are celebrating birthdays here today, so we will do that later. But in the meantime, I will just sing, Happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday, dear Rajday, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Moi, and many, many more happy birthdays to come. So this event is not just songs and music that captivated these ranchers or these campers, but a deep conviction for our culture and our history. And so they returned, the trio returned, and held a board meeting right here, at which Govindra Rupnarayan was elected spokesperson for the group. Govind is no stranger to the national service, for he served in the parliament in Basdev Pandey's ULF in 1981, and he went on to serve in the NAR until some things went wrong, and respect for his leader provided and proved more important than serving in a government that had lost its way. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together to welcome Govindra Rupnarayan.
Thank you very much, my good friend, Mr. Gideon Hanoomansingh, my fellow campers, and let me say the lead camper here really, and the man who is always in the forefront of activities here is Mr. Jiwan Prasad, who also owns this piece of land and the camp that we are all privileged to be in. And my good friend from New York who has come here, Mr. Gana Ramsaran. I want to recognize Mr. Manohar Ramsaran, former MP and minister. Incidentally, there are 3 former MPs in this audience. You don't find so many all over the place whenever there are functions. Gideon, former MP, myself, and Mr. Manohar Ramsaran. Distinguished guests, good evening, Sitaram, Namaste, and Salam Alaikum to all of you gathered here and to the listening audience of Radio 101.7 FM. Let me wish you a happy Indian Arrival Day to everyone. Historically, I am quite certain many of our forefathers who first came to these shores 177 years ago with the first wave of 224 immigrants on the Fatal Razak on that fateful day of 30th of May 1845 would have had core values. And even now, I feel a kinship that transcends the boundaries of time. For this reason, I can come before you and speak without fear or hesitation. In this blessed land of sweet tea and tea, despite the many trials and tribulations of class, economic, and ethnic discrimination, the Indian community has persevered and can embrace a day of reflection on those that made that perilous journey to this unknown man. Indians account for a slight majority of the population by race and number about 500,000 souls in TNT. I have learned many lessons in my life as I rapidly approach the milestone of 70 years. It has brought me a wisdom that I cherish dearly. As you all may know what the good books say about 70. I may not have many years left, and therefore it will be very remiss of me not to share and pass on these important lessons. I learned growing up in a close-knit Indian family about, number 1, gratitude, 2, culture, and 3, the value of things. Many of us in this community owe a debt of gratitude to our forefathers that we would feel impossible to repay. But we could surely try by teaching and guiding our children and grandchildren properly. Gratitude is the quality of being thankful, showing appreciation, and the return of kindness. This is akin to the golden rule where you would do unto others as you will have them do unto you. In the simplest expressed form, it's to say thank you or dhanyabad. There are 3 debts that you should strive to repay in your lifetime. The first to your parents, the second to your guru or teachers, and last but certainly not least to your creator or that divine spark we humans try to comprehend. The truly thankful person is one who can feel peace easily and have the ability to comprehend all that occurs is an experience and derives joy and happiness in life. On the aspect of culture, I am proud to say that many of our traditions still hold strong in the foods, educational values, religious practices, socialization, and general tolerance that we hold dear to us all. From the fasting at Ramadan and Eid celebrations with our Muslim brothers and sisters, with the observation of Easter in the Christian faith, to the belief of the overcoming of darkness with the lit diyas of Diwali in the Hindu faith, these festivals demonstrate the myriad of contributions to the national community. The Indian diaspora has used the opportunities given to them to grow from strength to strength in this melting pot of a nation. Mahatma Gandhi's view on Indian culture still holds to this day. No culture can live if it attempts to be exclusive. This holds true to us here, where despite the varying religious beliefs, we have a common cultural ancestry that reflects more similarities than differences. There is a saying that many people know the price of things, but not the value. I was taught that we should not just strive for monetary riches, but to be happy, so that I would appreciate the value of things and not its price. This is not to say that our ancestors condoned laziness, but encouraged the important lessons of discipline, production, and tolerance, as illustrated in our national watchwords. These words ring hollow in today's modern society, but hold steadfast for the enlightened. These can be broken down into 1, there is a time and place for everything. 2, work hard and smart. And 3, be respectful of others' views. As the country reflects on another Indian Arrival Day, we owe a debt of gratitude to all those that came before us. As we stand on the shoulders of these giants, we now have the ability to achieve greatness due to the sacrifices of our parents, and we have a duty to guide the next generation into achieving this goal. I would like to end by specially thanking our ancestors by saying Dhanyabad. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you and good evening. and enjoy the rest of the program.
Thank you very much, Vishnu and Amir, for that piece of music. These guys are extremely, extremely talented. I want to say that the recognition of their talent is conveyed in a message I received from Omar Day Mitchell of Barrackpore. She says she is listening to the talent from this ranch. It's lovely, lovely program. She says her brother Dip is at the bar and he's also listening and enjoying what we are doing here. And Digicel wants to give another gift of sorts to you. Vishram Jagasa, our line producer, passed around a pamphlet that will help you to answer the question. Now, I don't want Santos to answer this question. But the question was, in what year was Digicel awarded the award for the fastest or the speediest connectivity? What year? What year was it? If you can answer the question, we give you a gift, and we will ask Nicholas to come and make the presentation. Andy Sergiu, who is providing the stream for us, says 1845. And Amar is disassociating himself from Andy in that respect. So, does anybody know the question? 2018 to 2020? I don't think that's right. Nicholas, are you there? Is that right, Nicholas? She said 2018.
2020 to 2021.
Right. No, I'm sorry. It's not 2018. So somebody else? 2020 to 2021. Is that right? Okay. So you got yourself a little gift from Nicholas, who represents Digicel. Can you please come forward? Come, Lakshman, come. We will call you to sing just now, but come right now to collect your little trivia from Digicel. Congratulations, congratulations. So in a little bit from now, Lakshman Ramdas will be here to sing for us, but I want to welcome the man whom I said is the Kaskadu expert, Mr. Selwyn Bridgelal, who's a member of this ranch and this camp. I think he will be very surprised to know that the name has changed from the camp to the ranch, because he's been holidaying in Mayaro for the longest while with his brother-in-law, who is visiting from Minnesota. They've been having a ball of a time from Kaura to Mayaro, to so many different places. Bridgie is a live wire in this camp. Now, there's a compromise here. We have two people from Point Fortin who made an arrangement. I was calling Lakshman to sing, but Rajan Rama says he's got another appointment, but he came here to share his talent and asked kindly Lalchan Rama. I'm so sorry. Rajan is in my head. Lalchan Rama, I'm so sorry. And that is because people call me Hans. and my simple response to them is, that's all right, thank you very much, but I have hair on my head. It's not going to stay for long, but I still have quite some. So Lalchan Rama, please welcome our next performer.
Pleasant good afternoon. Sitaram to each and everyone. Happy safe Indian arrival to each and everyone. I'm here to do two beautiful selections for you guys. Hope you guys enjoy. न जाने क्यों दिल से ये आवाज़ आई, मिलन से है बढ़ के तुम्हारी जुदाई, कि आँखों के आंसू न कहना है मोती, अगर तुम न होते, अगर तुम न होते। हमें और जीने की चाहत ना होती, हमें और जीने की चाहत ना होती, अगर तुम ना होते, अगर तुम ना होते। हमें और जीने की चाहत ना होती, अगर तुम ना होते, अगर तुम ना होते। तुम्हें देख के तो लगता है ऐसे बहारों का मौसम आया हो जैसे, तुम्हें देख के तो लगता है ऐसे बहारों का मौसम आया हो जैसे, दिखाई न देती अंधेरों में ज्योति, अगर तुम ना होते, अगर तुम ना होते। हमें और जीने की चाहत ना होती, अगर तुम ना तुम ना होते। हमें जो तुम्हारा सहारा न मिलता, और नहीं रहने किनारा न मिलता। हमें जो तुम्हारा सहारा न मिलता, और नहीं रहने किनारा न मिलता। किनारे की भी तो लहर मालूम होती, अगर तुम ना होते, अगर तुम ना होते। हमें और जीने की चाहत ना होती, अगर तुम ना होते, अगर तुम ना होते, अगर तुम ना होते, अगर तुम ना होते। Thank you very much. Happy Indian Arrival 2022 once more. जन्म जन्म का साथ है निभाने को, सासा बार मैंने जन्म लिए। जन्म का साथ है निभाने को, सासा बार मैंने जन्म लिए। जन्म जन्म का साथ है निभाने को, सासा बार मैंने जन्म लिए। अमर है दुनिया में, प्यार अभी नहीं मरता है। प्यार अमर है दुनिया में, प्यार अभी नहीं मरता है। मौत अजरता आती है, सुख का जलवा रहता है। जन्म जन्म का साथ है निभाने को, सासा बाद मैंने जन्म लिए। शहजादे सपनों की एक दिन तुझको पाऊंगा कौन मुझे अब रोकेगा हरदम यूं ही पाऊंगा जन्म जन्म का साथ है निभाने को सौ बार मैंने जन्म लिए जन्म जन्म का साथ है निभाने को सौ बार मैंने जन्म लिए ओ सा बार मैंने जन्म लिए ओ सा बार मैंने जन्म लिए Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much, Lal Chand. And Lal Chand has been able, well, he walked here with his supporters. And Indra has been in the back singing along. And she is hugging her nephew, congratulating him on his singing. And we all appreciate the talent so far, especially the talent coming from Point 14. But I understand they are not only into music and singing, they are into good chatak curry duck and curries. So we probably will have to take them up at some time. I got a message from Jiwan Prasad. My sister and her daughters are locked in and listening to the program. And can you say hello to Kate Chandur and her daughters, Adele, Christine, and Cindy? And I'm getting a call from Surrey in England, and I must take this call. Let's hear what the Indian Trevor McDonald has to say. Good afternoon and welcome, Mr. Kenny Dunn.
Hi, good afternoon, Gideon, and good afternoon to all your listeners, locally and internationally. And may I say a special hello also to the Vishram Jagesa from Felicity. He's doing an excellent job today. Firstly, I would like to praise Govindra Rupnarayan and his team for observing an historic day in our calendar. I know a program like this, it takes a lot of time, a lot of effort, and a lot of responsibility to get it up and running. And I am calling you here from the seat of the British Empire. I know I'm here in the UK. Next week I'm off to Dubai again. And as you know, the British Empire was responsible for initiating identityship to firstly to the British Guyana and then to the islands of Trinidad. 177 years is not too long a time in world history, but it gives us enough time to reflect on the progress we have made as descendants of those brave, I hope I'm pronouncing this word right, Girmitias, is that correct?
Girmitia.
Yes, who came to a jungle and transformed it. We have done well and extremely well to preserve the Indian way of life, especially the rich culture they have deposited. I feel a sense of fulfillment to sit here in Surrey in the United Kingdom and listen to the great talent from the land of my birth. Today I am ever so happy to listen to Vishnu Brown, someone who I haven't seen for many years as an ex-TDT worker. Drupatee, also Amina Ramsaran as well. And the young girl, she's new to me, but she did an excellent job in performing today. I really enjoyed this program. I hope the sponsors and all the people who have worked together in this program, we will see them again next year. We need to have more programs like this to preserve our culture.
All right, thank you very much, Kenny.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, so Kenny Dhun calling us and enjoying the program, and that's the impact that this slot, Golden Musical Gems, has created, and in particular with this local flavor of talent from Trinidad and Tobago. Most appropriate at this time as we observe 177 years of the Indian presence in Trinidad and Tobago, the artistic excellence of our people. And an example of that is Lakshman Ramdas.
हर खुशी हो वहाँ तू जहाँ भी रहे, हर खुशी हो वहाँ तू जहाँ भी रहे, जिंदगी
So happy Indian arrival to each and every one of you here. So my next selection is a Lata Mangeshkar selection as well. Mehfil mein jal uchi shama. महफिल में जल उठी शमा महफिल में जल उठी शमा परवाने के लिए प्रीत बनी है दुनिया में मर जाने के लिए महफिल में जल उठी शमा परवाने के लिए प्रीत बनी है दुनिया में मर जाने के लिए मरने का है नाम मोहब्बत जलने का है नाम जवानी उल्फत देखो आग बनी है मिलने से मजबूर है यही सजा है दुनिया में यही सजा है दुनिया में दीवाने के लिए प्रीत बनी है दुनिया में मर जाने के लिए महफिल में जल उठी शमा मरने का है नाम मोहब्बत जलने का है नाम जवानी उल्फत देखो आग बनी है मिलने से मजबूर है यही सजा है दुनिया में यही सजा है दुनिया में दीवाने के लिए प्रीत बनी है दुनिया में मर जाने के लिए महफिल में जल उठी शमा थैंक यू
Okay, Lakshman Ramdas, and I'll tell you something about Lakshman Ramdas. She has been singing since the age of 14, and during the years after that, she sang with the Bina Sangeet Orchestra, and then with the Triveni Orchestra. She also had a stint with Harry Mahabir's National Indian Orchestra. She's meeting up with Amina Ramsaran after 20-something years. They go back quite a lot since they were small, growing up in the music. Lovely. Thank you very much, Lakshman Ramdas. Please give it up for Lakshman once again. So Vidya Singh is in Toronto, and she is listening to the program and enjoying it, and that's what we expect, because so far, everyone is enjoying the talent that's coming out of the ranch here on Goodman Trace. Her husband, Indi Ram, is waving out to Vidya through us. He wants her to know that he's here and enjoying the music as well. Thank you very much. And Vidya, thank you so much for listening to the program. My roving photographer, school teacher, Ian Mohan, is beckoning me to get closer to the stage so he can get a nice picture, and that's all right. We do that. Earlier on, whilst I was sitting, I saw this former public servant, Johan Rupnarain, walking up the road here on T. Multrace, and as though he was sweeping the road. And I wondered, well, why is this guy doing that? But then I saw the reason. The reason was to welcome his brother and beautiful sister-in-law from Toronto with their talented daughter, who was here at a rehearsal and sang 2 beautiful songs for us. Unfortunately, they just left. They came for a wedding. They are enjoying the sunshine here in Trinidad. We have that in abundance. Not for long, because the Atlantic hurricane season is about to start, and that is another story altogether. Whilst we appreciate the fact, and I'll tell you something, had that season started, we would not have been able to have that event here at this venue. There's a little ravine next door. It overflows into the yard as the waters overflow onto the roads in Madras and in St. Helena and Kelly and Barrackpore and Woodland and so many other places in the country. We heard a minister of work say some time ago that flooding is something of the past. I don't know which era was he speaking about. But we have now a new singer. New to me, but very talented, I am told. When I heard his demo tape, he reminded me of Dhanraj Singh. And that is an indication of the talent of the man. So when Vishnu Chunilal told me that he had to find transport to come here, he didn't realize that we were getting a hired hand. Not in monetary terms, but someone who will entertain us here on the radio throughout Trinidad and Tobago, on 1017tt.com, on Facebook, and on YouTube. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Amril McDougal.
Thank you very much. नजर हो जो दुश्मन पे भी मेहरबान हो, नजर वो जो दुश्मन पे भी मेहरबान हो, जुबां हो जो एक प्यार की दास्तां हो। किसी ने कहा है मेरे दोस्तों, किसी ने कहा है मेरे दोस्तों, बुरा मत सुनो, बुरा मत देखो, बुरा मत कहो। किसी ने कहा है मेरे दोस्तों, बुरा मत सुनो, बुरा मत देखो, बुरा मत कहो। बुरी है बुराई मेरे साथियों, बुरा मत सुनो, बुरा मत देखो, बुरा मत कहो। ज़माने ये सब जिंदगी यूं गुजारे, ज़माने में सब जिंदगी यूं गुजारे, गुलिस्ता में रहती है जैसे बहारें। ये कहानी यही है, जिंदगानी यही है, ये कहानी यही है, जिंदगानी यही है। जियो आप औरों को भी जीने दो, बुरा मत सुनो, बुरा मत देखो, बुरा मत कहो। किसी ने कहा है मेरे दोस्तों, बुरी है बुराई मेरे दोस्तों, बुरा मत सुनो, बुरा मत देखो, बुरा मत कहो। हंसी है बहुत जुल्फ के भी फसाने, हंसी है बहुत जुल्फ के भी फसाने। मोहब्बत की बातें कपा के तराने, ये तराने सुनाओ, ये फसाने सुनाओ, ये तराने सुनाओ, ये फसाने सुनाओ। मगर याद रखो मेरे साथियों, बुरा मत सुनो, बुरा मत देखो, बुरा मत कहो। किसी ने कहा है मेरे दोस्तों, बुरी है बुराई मेरे दोस्तों, बुरा मत सुनो, बुरा मत देखो, बुरा मत कहो, बुरा मत सुनो, बुरा मत देखो, बुरा मत कहो। Thank you.
Okay. We'll have another song by Mr. McDougal in a little bit. We have another gift to offer through Digicel. Young lady is coming to make the presentation. I wonder if she has a question for you. Okay, so the line producer wants me to ask a question relative to the Indian way of life in Trinidad and Tobago. And I am tempted to ask anybody here, what is the Hindu or the Bhojpuri name? What is the Bhojpuri name for food? Not meat. Who said Bhojan? Who's the first to say Bhojan? Okay. Mr. Haricharan. Well, congratulations. You won yourself a gift. Please, where is my photographer boy? Mr. Ian Mohan. Oh, he's gone. No, man, he's somewhere around. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Okay. All right. He missed the shot. Okay, Ian, it will be organized for you. So don't worry. Folks, we are getting close to the end of the presentation. It's been a long haul since some of us have been here before 12 o'clock. We were kind enough on Heritage Radio to allow an additional hour for this presentation. So far, we've had all the artists who came sing, except Indra and Matt, who conked out at the last minute because they said they have been fetting so much that their throat is still affected. But we had them here for a rehearsal earlier in the week and they did well. So we understand that. Let me very quickly, before Amril sings another song, thank T.N. Ramnath and Company Limited, REM Marketing Limited, the Bolton Screw Warehouse Limited, Sona's jewelry stores, and I want to tell you that Sona's jewelry stores will be making 2 small presentations for the birthday ladies in a little while from now. Nationwide Customs Brokerage, Digicel, Reverend Ralph Umrao, Bryan Earthworks Limited, and I shall call the other names of the other corporate sponsors in a little bit from now. So it's time to have another song by Mr. Amril McDougal.
जिंदगी है तरपना तरपना है जिंदगी, फिर क्यों जिए जा रहे हैं, है खुदा तू ही समझना। जिंदगी है तरपना तरपना है जिंदगी, फिर क्यों जिए जा रहे हैं, है खुदा तू ही समझना। जिंदगी सोचा था ये बहार है हमारे ही लिए, सोचा था ये बहार है हमारे ही लिए, जन्नत की सारी राहें है हमारे ही लिए, फिर क्यों भरी हया है खुदा तू ही समझना। जिंदगी है तरपना तरपना है जिंदगी, फिर क्यों जिए जा रहे हैं, है खुदा तू ही समझना। जिंदगी हमने ये क्यों न समझा, दुख से भरा जहां है, हमने ये क्यों न समझा, दुख से भरा जहां है, सब ढूंढती है खुशियाँ, मिलते है गम यहाँ पे, इस जीव दासता है खुदा तू ही समझना। जिंदगी है तरपना तरपना है जिंदगी, फिर क्यों जिए जा रहे हैं, है खुदा तू ही समझना। जिंदगी Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. McDougal. Thank you. You wanted to sing another song? We're out of time, unfortunately. Unfortunately. Yeah, thank you very much. Hearing him for the first time, I am impressed. And I know that Amina is also impressed because I saw her singing along and clapping along. So, Very quickly, let me acknowledge some of our other sponsors: K&S Powerlink Electrical Sales and Services, Ken Ramnarayan Auto Supplies and Tent Rental, Manish Samaru, and of course Chakra Enterprises Limited. Before the music gets hot, I want to welcome and recognize two of our corporate sponsors who came, while our husband and wife team in Lloyd and Elizabeth from REM. Lloyd, Roy, you sure it's not Salman? You sure it's not Salman Khan? Because that was the impression I got when I saw the gentleman walking in. He looked so much like Salman Khan. Thank you very much. Roy, thank you, and Elizabeth, thank you both very much for your support, your cooperation, and your devotion and dedication to the culture. I'd like to thank all of you for coming and for making this program a tremendous success. Krishna, who's in the back there now, thank you, Krish. Thank you for your support and for all that you have done for the show. Thanks to all the wives who allow their husbands to come and make this program possible, for all that they've been doing in the past to uplift the culture. There's one song that is remaining. What's the time? Are we at 3 o'clock? 3 minutes to 3? 1 minute past 3. So the boss will obviously be very, very annoyed with me if I went on for too long and if I didn't sing this song. Choti si ye zindagani re char din ke jawani tere. I have to wait on the drummer. That's a good drummer. जिंदगानी चार दिन की जवानी तेरे, हाय रे हाय गम की कहानी तेरे। छोटी सी ये जिंदगानी रे चार दिन की जवानी तेरे, हाय रे हाय गम की कहानी तेरे। जब के दिल का खजाना छोटी सी ये जिंदगानी रे चार दिन की जवानी तेरे हाय रे हाय कम की कहानी तेरे छोटी सी ये जिंदगानी रे चार दिन की जवानी तेरे हाय रे हाय कम की कहानी तेरे। Hey, wow, wow, wow. That is for everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Amir and Vishnu on the music. Put your hands together for all the singers who appeared. Put your hands together for Amar and Andy Sergiu on the technical side. Vishram Hobbs Jagesa for his line production. And of course the camera crew in Jason and Kevin and a young lady who came as Kevin's assistant. Okay, thank you all very much. I think we're off the air, are we? We're not off the air. So we are signing off from Goodman Trace, the ranch in Pinal. Thanks to Heritage Radio, 101.7 FM. Its Indian arrival programming so far has been excellent, starting this morning with classical singing and with this, continuing with this, and I'm sure we will be reflecting the artistic excellence of our people over a period of 177 years. Thank you very much and goodbye from